Evening. Up to now, this particular spot on BBC Two, just before the main programmes of the evening begin, has been the line-up spot.
When BBC Two began, we had this early evening publicity programme called Line-Up, and that's all it was. It was a little 10 minutes that puffed upcoming programmes.
However, from now on, the line-up programme takes on a new late-night look and moves on to the end of the evening.
They realised they could switch Line-Up from its early position and put it on late at night, make it longer, and we could talk much more about television.
Homosexuality, male and female, in Britain today was the subject of a Man Alive inquiry on BBC Two.
But of course it was wildly unpopular amongst my producer colleagues, who didn't actually care for somebody to appear on the programme half an hour after their show just finished and said, well, that was a load of rubbish, wasn't it?
Yes, I thought it was quite a good programme, in a way slightly unambitious.
I suppose Line-Up was my big break. It really did make a difference to my life.
Now, when you come to television, do you find it an incomplete medium compared to stage?
Yes.
Mr. Crosby, this is the first time you've done situation comedy on television, isn't it?
It's true, Joe.
It was a time when there weren't women in daily current affairs television programmes at all. It was a time of short skirts and general friskiness, and I suppose I was as frisky as anyone, and that got noticed too.
A legendary night in the history of late-night Line-Up was what was known as Comedy Writers' Night.
Well, we have an extra guest with us who's just leaving.
Another comedy writer who hadn't been invited broke into the studio and was hauled off physically by the director who ran out from the gallery.
I am a comedy writer, one of the
John,
best in the
call
world.
it, for God's sake, love you.
Then Johnny Spate began to be very talkative.
Right, well, I have to live by myself, you know. If I'm writing rubbish, I can't live myself. If I get in great handwritings, there's nothing. I have to watch myself, you know.
And I was told that if I didn't do something about this, the programme's going to be pulled off the air.
I hate you, I'll talk with you.
Could I please, look, we'll wrap this up in 60 seconds if I can't make
Surely,
a point
yeah.
without being heard.
We managed to reach our own wrap-up without the plug being pulled, but that's all I can claim happened.
I think there's no doubt that comedy on tonight's evidence is certainly a serious business. That's all from Line-Up Review. Good night.